I'm living on a lamb. I'm living on a lamb. I'm living on a lamb. I'm lit. Hello. All right, so National Lampoon's Last Resort, released in 1994, starring Corey Heldman, just fusing together, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and they stars two friends named Sam and Dave. Yes, they're called Sam and Dave, like the infamous soul group. Who, after getting fired from their jobs, they decided to take up a job with Sam's uncle Rex on his island resort, where they are scuba instructors, but they don't know anything about scuba. And then there's this guy who used to be a co-star of Rex's back in the day, because they were both movie stars. And and he wants to buy the island. He wants to take it away, and yeah, megalomaniac type thing, and stuff happens. And this is one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen. I mean, from the beginning, you have this wacky song I was just singing, I'm living on the land, by Led Zeppelin. They sing Led Zeppelin songs in reggae form, but then this one's not. This is the original song, I think. I'm living on the land. It's catchy. I played it in the closing credits too, so yeah. So they're working at a fast food restaurant, Sam and Dave. Sam, played by Corey Feldman. Dave is Corey Haim, of course. Sam keeps having these daydreams where he's with this attractive woman. Well, I think it's the same woman who shows up later in the film, which is, I don't think it's ever really addressed, but they go meta with everything else. But anyway, he has a hallucination or a daydream, ends up burning the place to the ground. Well, burning the place, it's like burnt out, basically. And they decide, you know what, we quit. But then the guy's like, no, you can't quit, you're fired. And then they open up this paper, this letter they get from Sam's uncle Rex. It tells them they need scuba instructors, so they agree to do it. And like that, they're on the island, taking the bench, and the homeless lady that was sitting on the bench with them. Yeah, they get there and they meet this woman. I don't remember her name. I've seen her in other things, but she's like a love interest for Corey Haim. And like, she believes in this goddess or god Yaya, which I don't know. It's just idle thing that goes Yaya every once in a while. I meet with the uncle. He's got a parrot, which I don't know if it was ever revealed, but it may or may not be just a way for the bad guy to listen in because it sounds just like him. The bad guy has this weird thing with his voice. It's hard to understand anything that he's saying because it's all messed up. I don't know. This movie is not supposed to be taken seriously, so don't do it. There's meta moments in this film. There's multiple times where they go, oh, the music is saying this. Oh, the music is telling me this. It's, and there's a hilarious moment during a fight scene. So, during the film, Corey's dream girl shows up. Sam's dream girl shows up and tells him that he needs to, sell the island to the bad guy because the bad guy can help them with their money problems. So he tricks Rex because Rex is not all there, at least supposedly. He claims it towards the end that he was faking it, but I don't believe that for 1 second. And then wait a minute. Aha! second. Sorry, I just remember it was in there. So anyway, so Sam tricks his uncle, and they're doing this fight scene, right? And during which they have swords, so it's pirate themed, and Uncle Rex knocks the sword out of Corey Haim's hand. He does this, which is a reference to the Lost Boys, and that would be good enough, but they go one step further with it, and Corey Feldman yells out, "Stop that, you did it in Lost Boys. Stop that, you already did it in Lost Boys." It's funny, but a little unnecessary, as people would have gotten this, I think. Call it out, maybe the writers were like, "Oh, they won't get that, we need to specifically say where that's from." Who knows, but I still laughed, I thought it was funny. Also, there's a thing in this, Corey Feldman, for most of the film, is dressed like Michael Jackson. And then, after he finds out that they were tricked, he dresses differently. So I think, like, when he has an attitude and he's this big guy and he's lying and he's conniving, he's just like Michael Jackson and he's acting all different. Then once he has a fall from grace, he realizes how bad he's done, he's turned a new leaf, he starts dressing differently. So I think that's supposed to signify that. Also, there's a mermaid that he's trying to hook up with, which I don't know specifically how you're supposed to do that, because she's a mermaid with a tail and nothing down there. So I don't know how you can hook up with that. This dream girl shows up and she's working for the bad guy, and then she's not, because I think because he stiffed her on the bill or whatever, like he's gonna pay her, but she has to pay for expenses, so he took expenses out of what she was getting paid. I don't know, but it ends up they're trying to find this treasure for most of the film. When they find the treasure, it's just a copy of the film, like I think it was the only film that the bad guy ever actually starred in, was the main star. So he agrees to take the film and give the resort back to Rex, Uncle Rex. So, yeah. But there's a lot of weird stuff in this film. From the talking, to the weird noises, to the meta stuff. It's a weird movie. And it's weird. I thought, like when I first watched this, the only National Lampoon's movie I ever seen was Christmas Vacation. And it's nothing like this. I saw all the other ones like this, but Vacation, European Vacation, and Vegas Vacation are nothing like that. So I don't know. I've heard that the later National Lampoon's movies kind of went downhill. And so I think maybe this was maybe the start of that, or in the middle of it. It's very weird. It's a very, very weird movie, but I did enjoy it, strangely enough, even in full frame. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's not one of their best. But yeah, 6 out of 10. This also marks the end of the two Corey's portion of my reviews that I'm doing. If you don't know, I'm doing some Corey reviews. I'm done with two Corys because the only other film left to do with the two Corys that I haven't done. Oh wait, no, I'm not done. I got License to Kill. James Bond. No, I got License to Drive yet. I forgot about that. Why do I keep forgetting about that one? So License to Drive will probably be the next one, and that'll be the last two Corys because I don't have Busted. Can't find it anywhere. You can find it on eBay, but I don't know. I might eventually get it and eventually do that. But for now, I guess License to Drive is next. But, yeah. So what are your thoughts on National Lampoon's Last Resort? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.